Trend Brief.
Right now, far out in the eastern Atlantic Ocean near the Cape Verde Islands, a tropical disturbance known as Invest 97L is attracting intense attention from meteorologists and storm watchers around the world. At this moment, it does not yet have a name. It's not officially a tropical depression or a storm, but it has all the right conditions to become one, and possibly much more. This is the kind of system that could set the tone for the rest of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. The National Hurricane Center currently gives it a 70% chance of developing within the next 48 hours and a 90% chance within the next 7 days. Those are extremely high numbers in the world of tropical forecasting. In practical terms, they mean we're almost certain to see this system strengthen into at least a tropical depression and very likely tropical storm Erin in the near future. Satellite images already show signs of organization. Bands of thunderstorms are tightening around a low-pressure center. Winds are estimated at around 35 miles per hour, and ahead of the system lies an environment that is almost perfect for intensification. Sea surface temperatures of 28 to 29 degrees Celsius, low wind shear, and abundant atmospheric moisture. The Saharan air layer, which often injects dry air into this part of the Atlantic and disrupts development, has retreated enough to remove its usual suppressing effect. This type of system is known as a Cape Verde storm, named after the region where it forms. Historically, Cape Verde storms have been among the most powerful and long-lived hurricanes in the Atlantic. Storms like Ivan, Hugo, and Irma all began here. Not every wave becomes a major hurricane, but those that do often have days or even weeks of warm ocean ahead to fuel them. Forecast models from the GFS and ECMWF currently show a general west-northwest track over the next 5 to 7 days. Some runs curve the system northward into the open Atlantic, while others keep it on a more westerly path toward the Lesser Antilles. At this stage, it is too early to say which scenario will play out. Even small changes in the position and strength of the Bermuda High, a large area of high pressure that often steers Atlantic storms, could determine whether Erin heads toward the Caribbean or curves away into the open ocean. In the short term, the Cape Verde Islands can expect heavy rainfall, gusty winds, and rough seas over the next 24 to 48 hours. Once the system moves past the islands, it will have a vast stretch of open water in which to strengthen. That's when things could become much more serious. From my perspective, the speed of organization over the next couple of days will be critical. If Invest 97L quickly becomes Tropical Storm Erin, the odds of it reaching hurricane strength sooner rather than later increase dramatically. Rapid intensification early in a storm's life can sometimes lead to a long-lived, high-intensity system. If it takes longer to organize, steering currents could change and push it into a less threatening path. Right now, ocean heat content is high, wind shear is low, and atmospheric conditions are cooperative. We are entering the most active part of the hurricane season, August and September, when conditions typically peak. Even if Erin ends up curving harmlessly out to sea, the atmosphere is primed for other waves coming off Africa to develop in the weeks ahead. Public interest is already surging. Search trends for Hurricane Erin have spiked over the past day, despite the fact that the storm does not yet officially exist. Social media is filled with model graphics, speculation, and satellite loops. Some of that information is accurate, some is pure guesswork. The truth is that no one can accurately predict a landfall point this far in advance. Satellite imagery right now shows bursts of deep convection near the center and outflow improving in multiple directions, signs that the storm is ventilating well and preparing to strengthen. If this trend continues, we could see a named storm within 48 hours. I'll be watching 3 main factors: sustained wind speed, the organization of the storm's core on satellite images, and agreement among the major forecast models. When those models start to converge on a single track, we can start discussing more specific impacts. Storms like Erin are reminders of how quickly conditions in the Atlantic can change. A season that started late and slow can suddenly produce a system capable of making headlines. Whether Erin becomes a destructive hurricane or a storm that spends its life over open water, it will almost certainly be one of the most closely watched systems of 2025. For now, the message is clear. The ingredients for significant development are in place, the atmosphere is cooperating, and history shows that Cape Verde storms should never be ignored. The coming days will tell us whether this system will live up to its potential and where it might go next.
Trend Brief.